Hello and welcome to Vision Academy. My name is Hanmant Nadwa, and in this video we are going to create a database for the bank transaction. So first of all, we are going to create a table called bank. Here you can see run SQL command prompt on the desktop. Otherwise, you can click on start button and you can find run SQL command line. So click on this, you will get this window called run SQL command line. So first command that we need to type is connect and press enter. Here it is asking the user to enter username. Username is system and press enter. Now it is asking password. Password is password only because I have set this at the time of installation of 10G Oracle. So here I'm going to write PASSWORD and press enter. Here you can see it is displaying connected. Now we are going to create a table called bank with the command called create table, and the name of the table is bank, and inside the round bracket I'm going to write AC number, that is account number, and the data type is number. And here I'm going to write size as 15, comma. This is the first column in the table, and the next column in the table is the name or customer name or consumer name. And here it is of type varchar, that is variable character. Next size is 20, means up to 20 characters customer names you can enter. Next AC type, that is account type, and here we'll take char type of data and we'll take size only 2. So we'll take only two types of accounts. The first one is SB savings bank and the second one is CA current account. Okay, so next comma, after this I'm going to write balance is of type number, and here I'm going to write size 15. Next I'll write DOT, that is date of transaction. Here the data type is date only. Next comma, the next column is T amount, that is transaction amount. The data type is number, and here inside the round bracket I'm going to write size 15, comma, I'll write T underscore type, that is transaction type, and here I'm going to take the data type char and I'll take size only 1. So transaction type may be withdrawal, W represent withdrawal and D represent deposit. So I'll put closing brace and put semicolon, press enter. Here you can see table created. So once the table created, what we need to do next? We need to do insertion of records into bank table. So here, in order to insert a record into the table, there are three methods. So first method is insert into. I'll write bank. After this, we have to write the column names. The first column name is AC number, that is account number, comma, C underscore name, customer or consumer name, comma, account type, comma. After this, we have got balance, comma, date of transaction, DOT, comma, then we'll write transaction amount, comma, we have got transaction type. Yes, okay. Next, close the bracket and then we'll write values. Inside the round bracket, we are going to enter value for the first column, that is account number. For example, I'm going to enter, you can enter randomly any number. So for example, I'm going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can put comma. After account number, we have got key name. For example, I'm going to write Shabnam. So Shabnam is a varchar type of data. It has to be written in a single pair of quotation mark. So we must know that varchar, char and date type of data should be enclosed within a single pair of quotation mark. Next, after CNAME, AC type, and it is of type char, right? So that is account type. So here I'm going to write in a single pair of quotation mark, I'll write only two characters, SB, that is savings bank account. Next, comma. After account type, we have got balance. and whose data type is number, correct? So I'm going to write balance as 1,50,000. Yes, next, comma. After the balance, we have got date of transaction whose type is date. So date type of data should be enclosed within a single pair of quotation mark. For example, I'm going to write 23 Feb 2022, end the quotation mark, comma. So after the date of transaction, I'll write transaction amount. So for example, I'm going to write 20,000. So 20,000 is transaction amount. Next, comma, transaction type, whether it is withdrawal or deposit, and it is of type CAR. Hence, we have to put it in a single pair of quotation mark. I'll write deposit and end the double quotation mark, put closing bracket, put semicolon, press enter. Here you can see one row created. So this is one method. So second method we are going to use to insert the second record. Here I'm going to write insert into bank, then directly I'll write values, and inside the round bracket I'll start inserting values. So first field name is account number, so I have to enter randomly any account number. So I've written 6-digit account number over here. Next, comma, customer or consumer name. For example, I'm going to write in a single quotation mark, I'll write Suraj, end the double quotation mark, comma. So after customer name, we have got account type, correct? So here, whether it is account type SB or CA. So in a single pair of quotation mark, I'll write CA, that is current account. Next, comma. After account type, we have got balance. For example, I'm going to write 500 only. Yes. Next, comma. I'll write after balance date of transaction. So date of transaction is of date type. Hence, it has to be written in a single pair of quotation mark. I'm going to write 10. I'll write the name of the month as Jan. We have to write only 3 characters of the month. Next, I'll write 2022, single quotation mark, comma. So after the date of transaction, we have got transaction amount. For example, I'm going to write 200. Next, comma, transaction type. It is of type CAR. So we have to write in a single pair of quotation mark, and here I'm going to write D, that is deposit. So end the quotation mark and close the bracket, put semicolon and press enter. Here you can see one more row is created. Now let us go for the third method of inserting records. In order to insert more number of records or bulk insertion is required, then we are going to use the third type or third method of insertion. So we'll write insert into bank values, and here in a round bracket we are going to use ampersand and then account number. So I'll write AC number, that is name of the column, comma. After account number, we have got customer name and it is of type varchar. So it has to be written in a single pair of quotation mark, ampersand. Here I'll write C underscore name, that is customer name. End the single quotation mark. After customer name, what we have? Account type. So account type is also char type of data. Hence we have to write single pair of quotation mark, ampersand, AC underscore type, single pair of quotation mark, comma. So after account type, we have got balance. So balance is of type number. So hence we should not use single pair of quotation mark. Here I'll write balance, then comma. After balance, we have got date of transaction. Date type of data should be enclosed within a single pair of quotation mark. I'll write single quotation mark, ampersand, and here I'll write DOT, end the quotation mark, comma. After date of transaction, we have got transaction amount. So it is of type number. So we'll use ampersand transaction underscore amount. Yes. Next, comma. After transaction amount, we have got transaction type. So transaction type is char type of data. It has to be enclosed within a single pair of quotation mark. and ampersand T underscore type and the quotation mark and put closing brace, put semicolon and press enter. Here you can see it is asking the user to enter value for account number. For example, I'm going to enter any 6-digit number randomly. Next, it is asking the user to enter value for customer or consumer name. For example, I'm going to write Jagdish and press enter. Now we have to enter value for account type. I'm going to enter SB account and press enter. Now I have to enter balance. For example, I'm going to enter balance 20,000 and press enter. So next, date of transaction. Here I'm going to enter, for example, 14 APR. APR represent April. Okay. So dash 2022 and press enter. Now enter value for transaction amount. So here transaction amount, for example, I'm going to enter 30,000. Press enter. Now it is asking the user to enter value for T type, that is transaction type, whether it is deposit or withdrawal. Now I'm going to go for deposit only because the balance is 20,000 and amount is 30,000. I cannot withdraw, hence we'll go for deposit only. Yes, press enter. Here you can see one row created. So I want to execute this command once again. For that, I'm going to type / and press enter. Here you can see it is directly asking you enter value for account number. So randomly, I'm going to enter any 6-digit number and press enter. Now it is asking the user to enter value for customer or consumer name. For example, I'll write Kalyani. Okay, and press enter. So account type, here I'll take current account. Press enter and now I'm going to enter balance 50,000. Press enter. So date of transaction, you can take any date. For example, I'm going to take 06. I'll write Jan 2022 and press enter. So now it is asking the user to enter value for T amount, that is transaction amount. For example, I want 2000, okay, to be withdrawn. So enter value for transaction type. So transaction type, I'm going to write withdrawal, that is W, and press enter. Here you can see the next row is also created. So once again, I'm going to use / to enter the 5th record. Press enter. Now it is asking enter the value for account number. For example, I'm going to enter any 6-digit number and then enter value for consumer or customer name. For example, I'm going to write here Ganesh and enter. So account type is, I'll write current account once again. Next balance, I'm going to write 1,20,000. Yes, press enter. Now date of transaction, I'll write 15 December 2021 and press enter. So transaction amount, here I'm going to write 1,000. Enter. So transaction type, I'm going to go for withdrawal and press enter. So one more record is created. So whether all these 5 records are inserted into the table or not, we have to check using select all from the table name, that is bank, and put semicolon, press enter. Here you can see we have got all the columns with all the 5 values. Okay. So after inserting values, what we need to do? So we need to perform find the names of the customer whose balance is greater than 1 lakh. Yes. So how to do it? So here I'm going to write the command called select all from bank. Where is the clause? Okay. So where I'll write balance is greater than 1 lakh. Put semicolon and enter. Here you can see 2 customers whose balance is greater than 1 lakh. Okay. So after performing this query, so what next query do we have? So we have got the query called find the number of customers whose balance is less than minimum, that is 1000 rupees. Okay, so here I'm going to write select all from, otherwise we can count. Okay, so I'll write here bank, uh, where we'll use the where clause, balance is less than 1000 and put semicolon. So here you can see the customer name called Suraj, who is having the balance amount less than 1000. So right now the customer called Suraj has got balance only 500. Yes. Okay. So after this, so we have to actually find the number of customers whose balance is less than minimum. So we can use even count aggregate function. So what we can do is we'll write select count all from bank, where is the clause balance is less than 1000 and put semicolon. Here you can see it is going to display 1. So how many customers are having the balance less than 1000 is 1. Okay, yes. So after this query, so what we have to perform both deposit and withdrawal, right? Yes. So in order to perform these transactions, we have to go for next update bank. So here I'll write update bank set balance is equal to balance plus transaction amount, correct? Yes. So where transaction type is equal to D, in a single pair of quotation mark we have to write. If the transaction type is D, means if it is deposited, then the balance amount, okay, balance amount is to be added, okay, with the transaction amount. So here it should be balance plus transaction amount, right? Yes. So where transaction type is equal to D. So I'll press enter. So here you can see 3 rows are updated. Okay. Next we'll go for withdrawal. So we'll go for again update bank set balance is equal to balance minus transaction amount, correct? We'll use where clause, where transaction type is equal to, in a single pair of quotation mark we'll write withdrawal, correct? Yes. So if it is withdrawn, then it has to be subtracted. So that's the reason we have written balance minus transaction amount. Now I'm going to press enter. Here you can see 2 rows updated. Yes. So after these two queries, these two transactions, what we need to execute, display transactions on a particular day. Yes. So let us go for writing select all from bank, where date of transaction, that is DOT, is equal to, so you can refer the table above and you can write any date in a single pair of quotation mark. For example, I'm going to write 14, I'll write April, then we'll write 22 and single quotation mark, put semicolon and press enter. Here you can see we got this particular record whose customer name is Jagdish. Okay. Next, after performing this query, so we need to display all the records of SB account. Yes. So next we'll go for select all from bank, where account type, correct, account type is equal to, in a single pair of quotation mark we have to write SB and put semicolon, press enter. Here you can see we have got 2 customers with the account type savings bank. I hope you understood this program. If so, please write down in the comment box as understood. Thank you.